Ladies and gentlemen, this is internet personality Vangelus, and the Mighty Morphin SH Figuarts get a little Joe Johnson with the Pink Ranger, who finishes up the 2013 end of the team's ongoing releases via Bluefin Tamashii Nations. The female Mighty Morphin Zyuranger sculpt has arrived, and it totally works. She's not too skinny, but not too buff, with what feels like a perfect amount of body mass to get across Kimberly's lithe athleticism. The outfit's got the same positives and negatives as her teammates, applied over a smaller and curvier frame. The skirt does help cover the visual breakup caused by the hip joints. The Terra helmet is a great piece of sculpting, and overall the colors are strong. I'm not sure if the pink is too red or too dark, but it's certainly a stronger hue than that of the box's promo photos. Also, the pterodactyl coin is sculpted on her belt buckle, albeit a tad mushily. Just a tad mushily more than the T-Rex and the dragon.
Ooh, we have a new Mighty Morphin body to play with, and it's pink, and it's a girl. That joke is now out of the way. Kimberly's posability is, Figuarts on par. She's got all the neck stuff going on. She's got all the torso stuff going on, and it still works. Her shoulders have those covers, but her shoulder covers are a whole lot less armor-like and bulky than the male Zyuranger shoulder covers. These ones I like a lot more, because they seem to flow better. Even though you occasionally get this joint exposure, it's pretty easy to fix. And I think they communicate what the Mighty Morphin suits were a lot more than on the male body. So I'm very impressed with those. And there is a bicep swivel underneath this sleeve. This is the sleeved style Super Sentai thing. And it works pretty well on her. I mean, she can do that. Not many people can do that, you know. It's a skill. And she, of course, has double-jointed elbows. She's got them Figuarts wrists. What can swivel and be all like that. And I mentioned this earlier, but all of her joints also have this really kind of, not thick, but just that nice, lovely action figure tolerance where everything moves with just enough ease and still has just enough stiffness, and it doesn't feel anything like those Precure figures that I looked at with Rider Strike so long ago. She's also got a ball joint connection on her waist. And she's got usual Figuarts legs. She's got the pull-out hip, if you want to do that with a thigh swivel up there. There's a ball joint connection. There's a double-jointed knee and them Figuarts ankles. Toe joints for Lady Toe. But her skirt is now, I think, my favorite SH Figuarts skirt that I've ever seen, because it looks as tight to the profile as like the Gokai skirts, but instead of having, you know, that demented here have a whole alternate busted up looking plastic skirt thing to allow for more posability, even though the Gokai girls didn't really need it, Kimberly here completely and utterly works with her skirt. She can do some of them gymnastic splits. It totally works, in my opinion. Here, I'll put it down here, and she looks like she's... Well, actually, she looks pretty poorly right now, but you get the point, I hope. The skirt is wonderfully flexible. It's not too rubbery, and it does have a split here to allow for further motion, but this is what I want out of a skirt piece, where it knocks her holster off. The holsters on these guys have kind of been annoying me over time. They haven't been playing nice, but the skirt has been, so whatever. I'll deal with a not nice playing holster if the skirt is so good. I love the way the skirt works on her. It just, again, has just enough tolerance, has just enough flexibility, pretty much stays out of the way no matter what I do. If I want to have her stand all, you know, legs akimbo or legs together. And I'm real happy with the posability on this figure. It's everything I want out of a Sentai lady figure. And I hope that future ones stand up to the standard. If not, well, at least I got a yellow version of this on the way.
As with her red and green compadres, the Pink Ranger's got a folded blade blaster that can be holstered on her hip. And she comes with a blaster mode blade blaster as well. That's attached to a Thunder Slinger. I don't get it. Maybe I'm not hardcore enough. Aside from fists and Thunder Slinger gripping hands, Kimberly's got a left hand for holding her power bow, and a right hand wielding an arrow for that very power bow. While a separate arrow would have been nice, I am absolutely okay and happy to not deal with trying to get a hand to hold an arrow, specifically molded or otherwise. The power bow's gorgeous, using strong blocks of color and a delicious panel lining on both sides of the weapon. Finishing off the hand options are a pair made for the Pink Ranger's roll call posings, but they're also useful for all kinds of other stuff, like waving and waving. I don't know what it is about her build, but the Pink Ranger's female buck is the exact decimal percentile more solid and unfragile feeling than I expected, so as to make me really like this figure. She does a posable skirt a little better than the Gokai gals, she does her shoulder covers a little better than the male Mighty Morphins, and her power bow accessories really do it for me, which makes it so unfortunate that she continues the crazy pattern of completely ununiform Blade Blaster variations. I am astounded that the Thunder Slinger of all things has shown up instead of the simple trio of Blade Blaster modes. All I can imagine is that this has something to do with most of the Zoo Ranger crew being web exclusive in Japan, but I don't know. Anyway, this has been Internet Personality Vangelus, and I hope this video has helped you decide on, get hyped for, or bang your head on a table over the SH Figuarts Pink Power Ranger. When next we find ourselves upon the hour of morphin time in the SH Figuarts Lounge, there'll be some kickin' wicked hip-hop keto in this hizzy. Yo!